Chris Gaylor.
And I'm Amber Foss from Kujin Cosplay, and tonight we are watching Breaking Bad episode
3
of season 2.
It's called Bit by a Dead Bee.
Yeah, I understood bitch.
Bit. Like that.
By a dead bee.
Last episode, Tuco is dead. Killed by Hank, who showed up at the right moment after Jesse got beat up again, but he stood up for himself this time. Almost killed Tuco, but in the end, he didn't.
It took a beating though, and my heart fell for him.
It's sure gonna bring problems now though, because his car was there and it was full of evidence.
Maybe they're gonna think that he's presumably dead.
Yeah, but they're still gonna look for him anyway.
For a body, yeah.
And if he shows up, of course, people are gonna ask questions. So this is.
Well, they can always say that they stole his car, so it's gonna be clear, I guess.
They're still gonna investigate. And especially since he's connected to Walter. Like, Walter was declared missing, so I don't know if he's gonna show up and just say, well, I took a walk and it took me some time. Because, I mean, they're gonna ask questions.
Yeah, that's true. They're in the desert, walking by foot, trying to go back to the cities again.
Yeah, but now at least they're not at Tuco's mercy, so that's good.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll see now if they manage to get out of this okay, or if they're in trouble.
Yeah.
Let's watch this episode.
Alright.
Again with this type of shot. They really like
That's really
this.
cool. I think it's one of the first TV show that I've seen
that does
that kind of angle view, really.
It's like object POV, I think someone did say in the comments. It's unusual, but I really like that.
It's a bold plan, Mr. White. You sure this is the way to go?
But what about Jesse?
They're splitting up. Because he's supposed to have been, he's been missing, so I don't know if he's just playing it like he's been kidnapped and taken away or something. So they don't know that he was with Jesse. The fuck?
Oh, are those Jesse's stuff or?
It looks like his shoes.
No, that's Walter. That's
yeah,
Walter's
that's his
stuff.
yeah. Even those.
Even the slip? What?
Is he playing it like he went crazy or something? He knows that what he's doing is like destroying his reputation or something. He doesn't want to do this. He's playing it like he went crazy.
Damn. Okay, I did not expect that. Really not.
Well, he's gonna create sympathy from the others. They're not gonna ask many questions if they think he just went astray like that.
What were you doing in a shooting fight on your own with no backup?
Mr. Salamanca's presence was not something I'd anticipated. I was tending to another matter.
What other matter?
Shit, I never thought it would bring him in trouble.
Searching for your brother-in-law, as I understand.
Your brother-in-law?
Yes, sir. He's since been found. He's fine. The whole thing was a misunderstanding. I was tracking down Mr. Pinkman's car when I came across Mr. Salamanca.
And what about this Pinkman? What was his car doing at the crime scene? Have you run him down yet?
Not yet, but we're working on it.
Holy shit. Yeah, I never even thought that he could be in trouble for doing this. But of course.
Man, they're like Jehovah's Witnesses. They don't give up.
You forgave him?
I don't get it. Why don't they just kick your door down?
They need probable cause.
Probable cause? Yo, what'd you do, rob a bank?
I told you this is serious shit.
Again, only Jesse's suffering from what happened. It's like there's
a curse on him or something. But I mean, hiding it is probably not the best solution either. Like you said, he could just say that the car was stolen or something, but then that's gonna tie him up with Tuco anyway.
You're Willy Wonka! You are Willy Wonka, and I got the golden
It's
ticket.
true, they left that here.
Oh yeah,
Put me on your magical boat, man.
Don't mess with me! Got it!
He's not in a right state of mind to be, you know, joked with. He almost killed someone. He almost got killed. The cops are after him. He doesn't have his car. And it's true that the stuff was left in his house. He has to take care of it.
Hey, look, dude, I'll do, like, what you said, but why? Why do you gotta go and do this?
They need probable cause. I'm giving it to them.
I really hope he doesn't do anything stupid. It looks like he's got the brains to at least think of a plan. But,
What's the last thing you remember?
So, what was it then?
Well, there's no sign of stroke or seizure.
And considering your condition, the blood panel looks good.
What are we talking about? What happened?
it's always a good thing to go with the brain.
This is not my field, but isn't it possible that this had something to do with all the prescriptions I've been taking? Is the antiemetic, the antitussive, the this, the that, not to mention the chemo itself?
We'll take another look at that, sure.
He knows what he's talking about, so there's
I understand
that.
that you've been kind of stressed out lately.
Stressed out? No, I don't think I'm...
Walt, please. Stressed out is putting it mildly.
Actually, I think our next move is to schedule a psychiatric evaluation.
Now, is that absolutely necessary?
Well, nobody likes being in the hospital.
You turned up naked in the supermarket.
What caused this incident?
Like, it's good to go with the brain, because we don't understand the brain completely yet. So, I mean, if they don't have an answer, it doesn't mean that he's lying, you know? He's giving them a cause. But still, I was saying what I was saying earlier. It doesn't mean that they're gonna stop looking if they don't understand.
Yeah.
I mean, they ought to give him an answer, even if they don't know he staged that up. Oh my god. Did he do anything to call them there or something? Or did he just...
I don't know. I really don't know.
It looked like he was waiting for them.
We found your car.
No,
But you found one in it.
Wait, you found my car? You found my car?
He's acting too, but I think he's acting a little too much.
Yes!
$67,920.
That's not mine.
That's not yours? Huh. Well, he says it's not his, Gomi.
Unclaimed drug money, huh? Nice.
You know what we got here, Gomi, don't you?
Isn't there supposed to be a good cup and the bad cup duo?
Definitely some new softball jerseys.
Yeah.
I think her car was there because you were there. Tuco had a bullet in him when I got there, and I think you know something about that, too.
So what are you saying? Like, I shot someone with like a gun?
No. Only shooting you do is into a Kleenex.
You don't know.
He actually did shoot Tuco.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. He's good at his job, but he doesn't have to be a dick about it. It's hard because I mean, he's actually the one doing the right thing, but we like Jesse, so...
I gotta pee and I got low. It's you. I know you. You're the one in the black truck. You wanted me to do that kid.
What?
Jesse came over to the palace at 11 o'clock Saturday night. We were together the whole time and he never left the room. And that's all I'm saying about that. Now, come on. Where's my root beer?
She knows how to bargain, guys.
I don't really... I like the character, I just don't appreciate how little
His
respect
method of
he's
way,
got, yeah.
Doctor, I feel fine, really. Now, if this is truly necessary, can't I continue as an outpatient?
Walt, a fugue state is a very serious event. Saying you feel fine doesn't solve this.
He didn't think this through.
Would you tell me about patient confidentiality?
It's very straightforward. Without your permission, I can't disclose anything you tell me to anyone.
What about my family?
Is he gonna tell the truth?
It's not to anyone. The
Kinda.
only exception would be if you...
The truth is, Couldn't stand to spend another second in that house.
I
just had to get out. Doctor, my wife is 7 months pregnant with a baby we didn't intend. My 15-year-old son has cerebral palsy. I am an extremely overqualified high school chemistry teacher. When I can work, I make $43,700 per year. I have watched all of my colleagues and friends surpass me in every way imaginable, and within 18 months, I will be dead. And you ask why I ran?
Both of them are being, like, interviewed, kinda.
But for totally different matters.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's true, forgot about him! If he manages to communicate...
I mean, look at this dude, alright? He doesn't even know what planet he's living on.
Senor, are we on the planet Mars? Are we on the planet Saturn? Are we on the planet Earth?
Oh my god. He's
really pissed off.
Was this man at your house yesterday?
He's hesitating.
But why?
This guy right here, he was at your house, right? Was he doing business with your nephew, Tuco? Don't you want to help us out?
I think he's really pissed off, but he does understand that Jesse wasn't at the house because he wanted to be. And he does understand that his nephew was fucked up. Ah, fuck!
He shit himself?
That's a no? No, that's a maybe.
I guess that's a no.
You could have just said no, you know.
I'm nuts. This guy's OG. I buy that lame-ass story more than I buy he had anything to do with shooting Tuco, man.
Dad.
Hank has a feeling.
Hey, Dad. Hey, can you hear me? Could you give me a ride? I'm downtown and my car is in the, Oh, no, yeah, hey, that's cool. I'll call you later when you, have some... I get it. Okay, bye.
He's got no one. He just wanted a fucking ride. His dad is too busy. Good fucking thing he didn't call to, for him to bail him out or something.
I need money to build myself out.
Still, I do understand.
I really appreciate Wendy though that she stick to the story.
Well, he's one of her clients, so
yeah.
She's loyal.
Took my rainy day fund.
Your what? What is that?
My rainy day fund, 68,000. Okay. Cue ball son of a bitch laughed in my face. Now I got like $80 to my name.
Wait. What does he know? Does he know it's your money?
No, man. He doesn't know shit. Okay. The plan works. He bought it.
I feel like he doesn't buy it.
So you still want to cook?
Seriously. What's changed, Jesse?
He almost died. Every single time they cook, something bad happens. Then they stop for a little bit, then he comes back and something bad happens.
Every single time... I'm gonna say it again, guys.
Jesse bites the bullet.
Yeah.
He forgot, no, but he did leave the money and the gun in the baby's room. It just adds up. More and more lies to his wife, his son. Holy shit, if they ever learn the truth, he's dead.
You okay?
Aww.
He's putting so much stress on them. Is he gonna see his own missing person?
Yeah.
His family cares so much. And as much as he's trying to convince himself that he does it for them, it's breaking him apart. Lying to them like this. At least it still bothers him. Because if he was doing this without any remorse, then he'd be truly gone, you know?
Yeah, but every time that he's doing something for his family, it's just bringing him just more far away from them.
What's this? It's blue meth we found up by your late homie.
Tuco wasn't my homie, any more than Charlie Manson was yours.
Lab says it got cooked P2P style.
Link.
What are you thinking?
Lab said that blue meth's the purest they've seen. At least since this.
Crazy 8.
Crazy 8. Tuco. Somehow, some way, it's all connected. Simple explanation, but I'm not seeing it.
I wonder if the tension and all the events that are happening are eventually gonna break him up, Hank. If he's ever gonna be in too deep. Because he's playing it so far. He's seeing this as his job, and he's, you know, having fun doing this, and he's this big guy, but I wonder if he's ever gonna lose it.
I'll get these in the wash.
There's a really awkward tension right now, guys.
Yeah. Like, they're so worried, but, and they're stressed out, but they don't know what to say.
Say, honey, I was just thinking about going out to 7-Eleven. Do you need anything?
You do not
It's not funny.
joke about that.
He's trying to lower the tension a little bit.
But as always, he's using the hat as a cover.
I'm still here. I'm me. And we're gonna be okay.
Till he gets kidnapped again.
By another drug lord.
Or shot.
Walt, do you have a second cell phone?
It's true. She remembers that.
That is odd. I mean, I don't remember any of that. But one thing I am sure of is that I don't have a second cell phone.
I don't think she's gonna believe that. Aw, she doesn't.
He's hiding stuff and she doesn't like it.
Oh my god, he's gonna end up losing his family. Everything is for them, but he's gonna end up losing them. Oh. Both of them, both Jesse and Walt, they're losing their family. They're gonna end up having nothing, no one to help them up. Jesse gets...
Apart each other?
It's like Jesse's family pretends that they still care because that's the right thing to do, but deep down, I mean, they're not bothered to help.
They're fed up by his action.
Exactly, because I mean, after a while, you're done trying. I do understand that. I mean, Jesse's my favorite character. It's yours too. I know that.
Oh,
and
I love it.
which means that we tend to we want to kind of excuse him sometime. Like we want to give him reasons for what he does. But we do understand why his family is like fed up with him. It's harsh when the only time you hear about your son, it's because he needs your help.
Yeah.
So there's that. But Walt is going to end up losing his family too. If he's not careful. Like, he's hiding stuff, and he's kind of dumb if he believes that his wife and his son are never going to notice that he's hiding things. Like, of course they're gonna feel that he's like, they know him, they're his family.
They're gonna pretend that everything's okay, but deep down, they're
just like him. Like he pretends that everything's okay. Like you said, he's putting on the mask every time he's trying like to play it off. But the mask eventually is not gonna be enough. Just like when he freaks out, like there are parts of him that show up. Like when he was stressing out 2 episodes ago, when before he went in the car with Tuco and Jesse, you could see, like you could tell he was stressed. You could tell that he was freaking out. The mask is not going to be able to cover that up when he's going to be threatened, when his life's going to be at stake. This is going to be so hard, and eventually his wife is going to be done living with the lies. She's going to look deeper into it, and she's going to notice some stuff. Because, I mean, it's not like they're that hard to follow or anything. Like, if she decides to follow him, she'll end up knowing that he, you know, still meets up with Jesse.
And worse, that he's cooking meth.
Just like Jesse with Tuco, he was so freaking lucky that guy didn't sell him out. I do think that even though he was really mad that he killed his nephew because he was he was taking care of him and he's part of his family, so he was really mad. I think deep down, maybe there's a part of him that hates the police even more because they've been after his nephew, they've been after his family. I don't know, but maybe he hates them even more, and maybe there's a part of him that,
or maybe it's more the fact that he knows that Hank is the one who killed his nephew. And he wants to give him the satisfaction to know that he got Jesse's cut.
That could be that too. And concerning Jesse, I think he's not dumb. He could clearly see that Jesse wasn't there because he wanted to be, and that all he wanted was to get out. And I mean, he did see that because he ratted him out, Tuco was about to kill him. And he would have if it wasn't for Jesse taking the gun last second. So I think as mad as he was, he didn't want to rat him out on that. I like your theory that the police ended up killing Tuco, so he didn't want to give him the satisfaction.
There's also the fact that he knows that now Jesse is in debt towards him.
There's that, and he's going to have to live with what happened forever. I don't think they're ever going to meet, but I mean, he did shit on them all, so I think he's like saying, fuck you, I'm not answering your questions. I think he hates the police even more, but he's not about to forgive any of them. Police or Jesse. Or Walter. Still, funny to see that Walter already had a plan, but the plan left Jesse out of it. It's not like Jesse could just have randomly got into a supermarket naked and say, well, I mean, I went crazy.
I smoked too much weed, that's why I was losing my shit.
Look into his background, he's got way too much shit.
He did hack that his car has been stolen from the beginning.
Yeah, that was the most obvious, go-to answer. But he couldn't have pretended to be crazy. He's got too much backstory, too much shit on his record to be left out like that. So Walter pretending to be crazy. It's always, I mean, they wouldn't question him. Because it's not like you say, well, I had a stroke and I don't know what happened. They can tell that he didn't have a stroke. But with the brain, it's harder to tell. But he was nuts not to think that they would let him go without investigating further.
If you got a problem with your brain and you can be
a danger to yourself,
or for others, of course they're gonna keep you.
It's their job.
They're gonna keep you at that place.
Yeah,
and it's not that easy to trick a psychiatrist.
Which is why I'm kind of he did say half of the truth, like part of the truth. I think it was a lie. Like that's not why he left him. But I think there's a part of him that believed in what he just said. Maybe he doesn't really want to stay in the house because there's so much tension. He feels like he's letting them down, and it's to lie to them is killing him. So he doesn't want to stay in that house. And before he got kidnapped, he wasn't there much often. Like even his wife was saying, like, he's never there. Like we knew that they were having problems. So it's like he's spending all of his time cooking because it's keeping him away from the problems. He's still stressed out over the money.
When you're stressed, cooking can help. But I think it's funny though, because when we see both Walter White and Jesse
Pinkman,
they
all have a color in their names. Funny. Anyway,
the more it goes, the more we can easily see that Walter White is building up anger inside, and he's not letting it go. And as for Jesse, the more it goes, you can see that he's slowly becoming more paranoid. He's on the verge of a breakdown.
He's already having his breakdown. It's going like that, tick, tick, tick. And he's got no support. Whereas, Walt is lying to his family. Jesse doesn't even have a family that cares. He asks for a lift. His dad wasn't even bothered enough to say.
Does it show that we got a soft spot for Jesse right now?
But I mean, soft spot or not, it's not crazy to see that Jesse's the one who's dealing with all the shit right now. He's the one who needs to take care of the material.
That's the unfair part of the partnership. But Walter might be in charge of what to do. how they need to do it. And
but I mean, of
Cooking
course,
Med, he's a specialist.
Jesse's gonna be the
chemistry.
one. Jesse's gonna be the one to buy the stuff and find the dealers because he knows that he knows that
He
world.
knows names, yeah.
It's just that I don't know if having him handle all the consequences like this and all the problems. I mean, obviously they cannot cook in Walt's house, but it's interesting how the showrunners made sure that Jesse was the one to deal with all the consequences, as in trying to remind us that he's the victim here. Because Walter, at the beginning, it's like Jesse didn't want to do this. Like, he was like a small-time dealer. Like, he was dealing small stuff to small people. Like, he wasn't dealing with drug lords and stuff. But Walter kind of pushed him into that life now. And even when every time he tries to get out, there's someone that brings him back in. And it's not like he struggles a lot to stay out of it, because that's what he's good at, and he's desperately wanting he desperately wants for someone to say, "Good job, pal, you're good at something," which he didn't have that before.
I don't really like also the fact that Jesse is buying all the stuff with his own money from the drugs dealing. Walter didn't give a shit to buy the stuff.
Yeah.
So Jesse got no more money. He got like $80 in his own account. He almost got no.
Well, that's because Hank took the money.
Yeah, he took the money, but even though he had to buy all the stuff by himself.
So he did have to buy it.
He buy the stuff with his own money. He doesn't almost have a house anymore. He doesn't have a car anymore.
True.
He doesn't have any cell phone.
And I mean, I don't think Walter's gonna give him some, because
he got no real friends technically.
They care more about
the more he goes, and the more he loses his own properties.
His is a downfall I'm not ready to see unfold yet. I'm like, I kind of have a feeling that you guys have been telling us this is gonna get even more crazier than that. I'm not ready to see what worse could happen.
I'm saying it like right now. I saw it first. JC's on the verge of a breakdown. I know it's gonna go down for really quickly.
Well, like I said, I think he's already in the breakdown.
But I'm telling you, if by the end of the show he ends up committing something really bad, like maybe suicide, I'm done. I really don't want to see that coming.
You think there's a chance he might try to kill himself?
I don't know, but what do you think could happen with a character who's on the verge of a breakdown, who's got shit ring at his head, a burden on his shoulder, get heavier by the day?
He could just flee,
He doesn't have any support. The only support that he can have is Walter White, and he cannot really get out of that shit.
Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. We're just in a season 2.
I know.
He could just flee. Like, he could just get out of the country and start over.
I know, but breakdown like that is just a big warning flashing sign.
I'm just not sure that we're there yet. So
I hope we will not.
Breathe in and let's move on to the next episode.
I'm stressed out.
Thank you guys so much for watching this with us. If you want to see the next episode right away, it is already up on Patreon. The link is in the description.
And if you don't, well, just wait until tomorrow, guys. Alright?
Yeah, you know what? Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. There you go.
Yeah, these 3 days.
Anyway, see you then. Bye.
Bye, guys.